What's up, guys? It's your boy Shady Mike. In today's video, we're going to be taking a look at version 4.4 of the Madden 26 CPU versus CPU mod, and we're going to be doing so in our start today scenario that's in the wild card round with the Texans versus Steelers matchup. There were a few things that I did want to clarify in this video. I was not aware, and it is completely my fault. I just wasn't paying attention. The CPU versus CPU mod that I've been testing and showing you guys is actually not released. It is in a beta state right now. So if you're not a booster of the Discord, you're not going to see it. So people were going in Discord looking for it. I do apologize if I caused any confusion on that. We're not going to rush anybody. I'm sure as soon as it's finished, it'll be released to the public. And Sable's doing, as you can see with the gameplay, an incredible job. So we are all looking forward to that. A lot of people were also asking me why the camera angle is back to the normal gameplay camera and not the broadcast angle. That is something that Sable did for the mod to help us just see what's going on the field as he's doing the testing. And to my understanding, when the actual mod drops, it'll be back to its normal broadcast camera. I wanted to also let you guys know that tonight we are going to be streaming live Madden 26. I hope to see you there. We got a lot to chat about with the NFL playoffs. Unfortunately, my Eagles got eliminated, but it was definitely an awesome weekend of wildcard football nonetheless. If you guys could, please, do me a favor, like, subscribe. Let me know what you think of the gameplay in the comments and the mods, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Enjoy the gameplay, and I hope to see you on stream tonight.
Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to one of the most storied postseason venues in the league. Acrisure Stadium in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, sold out once again. Tonight we wrap up a great Sunday here in Super Wild Card Weekend, as it'll be the Houston Texans taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers. The third of three games to finish up this Sunday. We might save the best for last. And off we go here in the wild card round. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. So out come the Steelers now for their first drive. They'll be led out by their highly decorated quarterback, Aaron Rodgers.
And I have to believe at his age, you savor situations like this because nobody knows better than he does that getting to the playoffs is simply not that easy. This is where he's got to call upon all his knowledge of all the games he's played in the past, draw from it, and find a way to win a game. Because not only do you want to savor getting there, you also want to have success as well.
Now run straight ahead with Warren. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation. Rodgers now to throw. And that is too far out in front of his intended target. Incomplete. On 4th down, the Steelers call on Corliss Waitman to punt. Jalen Knoll deep for Houston. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by their quarterback now in his 3rd season in the league.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
Back to throw, here's Stroud. And he fires one incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now a run. Here's Here's the rookie from USC. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. T.J. Watt, always a disruptor, there to blow that play up.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Stroud looking to throw. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
Skirts by at the 15. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That, too.
First carry for Kenneth Gainwell. And a second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Well, they went back to him, but the results were similar, so I highly doubt that he'll get another opportunity here on 3rd and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. And the defense coming through on 3rd down, a loss of 7 to bring up 4th.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
51 yards on the punt there. And the Texans will take over. So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. And again, it's Chubb. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
Stroud going to give to Marks. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
All right.
Throwing now is Stroud. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this one dropped in the end zone. Looked like a touchdown, but not to be. And now it's 4th down.
Fairbairn on for the field goal. A 56-yard attempt.
And that's off the right upright, and it bounces away, no good. And this will remain a scoreless game.
And anytime you see a kicker trot out to try one from 56 yards, you know everything's got to come off perfectly for it to have a chance. If the laces aren't quite right, if he doesn't hit the fat part of the ball just right, it's unlikely to go through. And that one winds up no good.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And showcasing those strong legs on that run. Getting through 1 tackle. Now she winds up getting 8 there. From the 46, here's 2nd and a yard. A handoff for Ward. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. Brings up third.
And they'll try and run for it with Gainwell. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there at a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
They run behind center with Gainwell. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. And they'll come up on a 2nd and 7 from the 27. The first carry now. This is Johnson. And he'll lose yardage here. Going down back at the 28. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
Brings up 3rd and 8.
Throwing is Rodgers. That went out wide and intercepted. Derek Stingley picks it. And the Texans are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line.
Well, it's a cold night, and whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you. And that may have been what happened there.
And here comes the Texans now. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And boy, it is tough to bring him down that time. He surges forward. He's going to get a full 6 out of that. 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
2nd down. Here's Chubb again. Showed some solid running, strong running, and then he's corralled just beyond the 10. Just a gain of a yard there, and now will be 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. And they'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Typically on the read option play, when we talk about responsibilities, we're talking about what the quarterback has to go through. How about the inside linebacker, though? His job on this play, shadow the quarterback and hold him to a short gain. Did it to perfection.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. The Steeler offense now ready to see what they can do here. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
That's good for a Steelers. First down. 258. First and 10.
Straight ahead, it's Gainwell. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. To throw is Rodgers. Out to the flat here for Johnson. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3.
A 2-yard gain.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football as they've got it with a 4th down coming up.
50-yard attempt.
Boswell's kick is good. And the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And the Texans set to come onto the field. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10. Stroud to throw it. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Now Stroud. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. A loss of 4 that time on a sack, and it brings up 2nd.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. He's got Higgins over the middle. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Stroud. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 42. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another 1st.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
There it is, a staple of most teams' playbooks, the angle route. A lot of times you want to take away that inside route by a back, but when they sell it like he's going to the flat, that is tough on inside linebackers. One false step, and that ball's completed.
He'll get this down to the 38.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
It's caught by Bryant. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 23. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. They'll swing this out to Marks.
Offside. Defense.
And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Now Stroud going to bat it forward on the touch pass. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play.
Here's Stroud. On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
He'll try and do this himself. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. That's some good running from Stroud, and he gets them the 1st down.
And the Texans 1st down. 1st and goal, Houston.
Brandon, that's a gamer move right there. Facing 3rd down, steps up, calls his own number, and nearly makes the house call. If I'm the coach, I let him take another one right here. Give him a chance to be the first one to hit the end zone after that effort he just gave him.
That would almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be 2nd down. And now a fake on the jet sweep and a give to Chubb. And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. This is a big play in this wild card matchup, facing 3rd and goal. Marks will take this one in for a Texans touchdown.
Touchdown, Houston.
Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. So he missed his lone field goal try, but he's got this one as that extends their lead. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 35. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. The offense on third down tonight, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 14. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football. Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Looking to put a drive together.
On the quick, right? 18, that's it.
They'll begin on the ground with Marks. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Stopped in his tracks and given a loss on that play by Patrick Queen.
18, that's it.
And Stroud now to throw. He'll let this go deep for Collins. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Houston. Nico Collins, 82 yards. And the Texans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
Fairbairn now to add the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly.
58.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll get this to the 32.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on third down. And you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down. They'll get this complete to Calvin Austin. 3rd and 4.
A gain of 4 brings up 3rd and 4.
Here's Rodgers to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the Steelers first down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Past the 20. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15.
A gain of 28 more yards.
Now Rodgers. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Blue 58.
Here's Rodgers. To Valdez-Scantling over the middle. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
That's a good.
In motion goes the tight end.
3rd and 2.
Throwing now is Rodgers. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Scotty Miller from 6 yards away. And the Steelers have got it back to within a score. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10.
Makes the score Texans.
So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it was concluded on the touchdown pass to Scotty Miller. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And able to get this out to the 25. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. They're starting to put some space here. You know, first quarter, they didn't look so hot offensively. This second quarter, though, they've looked really good.
They've jumped in the saddle in a big way now, and now they're in full gallop. I mean, before, kind of cantering around a little bit, right, trying to feel their way, not getting done what they wanted to. But somehow they put it together with play calling, execution, and now there's a pretty big gap.
And they'll look to make that gap even bigger here. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
On the zone read to give the marks. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs.
Here we go. Put up. 18. That's it.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Here's Higgins out on the right side. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. And the Steelers set to take the field. They came out not so hot. The first quarter, they were sputtering a little bit. But they seem to have stayed the course and really righted the ship here in the second.
Well, let's face it, all the preparation that goes into getting ready for a game.
Now look out, Rodgers lost the football. And the Texans say they have it. They do. Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of a quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you. All right, so if you're a quarterback, it starts all the way back in the youth leagues. Take care of the ball, take care of the ball, take care of the ball, because here come the defenders.
18. That's it.
Following the fumble recovery, Stroud nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this ball recovered by the offense, but remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. Throwing on 2nd and long. Stroud. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
6-yard gain.
3rd and goal, Stroud. He finds his target, it's Schultz. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Fairbairn able to put this one through. And that moves them up by a touchdown now at 17-10. So golden field position there squandered as they can muster only a field goal.
Yeah, you were gifted a first-and-goal situation, but I have to give credit to the defense. They were brought out in a really tough situation, so give them credit for holding to 3. That's a pretty nice accomplishment.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. One more drive here for the Steeler offense in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The final shot before half for Rodgers. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So halftime now here on Sunday night prime time. Let's get it to Scott Hansen in Orlando with our halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Scott Hansen and our great crew here in the Orlando studios set for an abridged version of the halftime report. This game, to this point, a little slow to begin with, but in the second quarter, the offenses started finding their way. We hope we're set for a great second half, so let's get back out to the stadium and rejoin our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Scott, thanks a bunch. And we'll see which team's adjustments are going to pay dividends here as we are just about ready for the start of the second half. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Texans going to take over here to start quarter number 3. And they've been the better of the two teams through 2 quarters of play, much to the chagrin of this home crowd.
Yeah, this score is a surprise to a lot of folks at home, although not to my dad. He predicted the visitors would win. And maybe to the folks in the stadium, but you know who is not a surprise to, partner? This team with the football. They were very confident coming in.
And the Texans first down. A gain of 18.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
Oh, what a move. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 16 more on that one and another first down.
Texans first down. A gain of 16 yards. And the Texans first down.
They run it again with Chubb. And this time they were waiting for it as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Checks this down to Marks out of the backfield. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
That's a gain of 9. Makes it 3rd and 5.
18.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Stroud. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
Looking to put a drive together. And now Metcalf going to get a chance to run. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And fortunately for him, he's able to get it back, but it will be a loss on the play. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down.
There's another example what defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They gave up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
The Waitman now to punt as he sends this one away. What a spin. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. And now out comes Houston. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking, because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Catch is made. It's Schultz on the out route. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Throwing now is Stroud. There's a short throw taken in by Bryant. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
20 more yards. That's another Texans.
Stroud looking to throw. Looking for the out route here, and it's completed to Kirk. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
more yards. That's another Texans.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. From the 5, 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 5-yard line.
Tonight, at 18.
They'll go left side on the ground with Chubb. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
At the 2-yard line.
Here we go, let's go.
That's a gain of 3.
A shotgun snap to Stroud. And he is caught. Touchdown. Jaden Higgins. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Texans are able to extend their lead. Well, he didn't find the end zone a whole lot in his rookie campaign, but he's got himself a touchdown here in the playoffs.
And we know the guys on the other side of the field were hoping that he would be intimidated by playing in the postseason, but they can just let that go because he's as confident as they come. And I know that he believes that that's the first of many playoff touchdowns that he's going to have as his career progresses.
Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
2nd and 10.
Gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the 25-yard line.
Now it's Rodgers. They're quickly to Thielen here. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Rodgers going to throw. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
C.J. Stroud and the offense back out there. And he had the touchdown on the last drive, also 4 for 4. Very, very effective. What does he need to do to translate that forward into this drive?
Not think that what he saw in coverages last time is exactly what he's going to get again. He's got to play ahead and start thinking to himself, okay, We just did that. What are they going to take away now? What do we go to as a counter and continue to encourage his offensive line to continue to give him time?
They were really good on the last drive.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Here we go.
Terrible towels in full force now as the Steelers get set to defend this 3rd and long. He's going to drop this one down for Chubb. And he's going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Texans first down. A gain of 9 yards.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Oh, ready.
Now a handoff up the middle. It's Jordan. They'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
6-yard pickup.
Here's 2nd and 4 from the 24.
Good night. 18. What's that?
Now a first carry for their fullback. And a short gain here down to the 22.
Here we go.
It's a gain of 2 yards.
Swap. Love it,
It's
swap.
3rd
Hey.
down.
Now Stroud. Work in the middle of the field. He's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 6.
They run straight ahead with Marks. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
Stroud. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Steelers are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 1-yard line.
Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is a team that just threw that interception, they got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Back now in Pittsburgh. It's the Steelers with the football, but trailing here as we get going in quarter number 4. They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. Now Rodgers. He finds Austin complete. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 15-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
Green 18.
Throwing is Rodgers. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 8 yards.
Looking from the gun, Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They go up the middle with Chubb. And he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage with a penalty flag down. This might push him back further. So the penalty there for a block in the back.
And that's one where you normally see a blocker put his hands up right away to say, no, I didn't do it. But this time, yes, you did.
And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19.
Down at the 19-yard line.
A good productive run there on 1st down. He winds up getting 8.
Here we go.
And Stroud now to throw. This throw caught at about the 5. And the Texans are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
And the Texans, 1st down. 1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
And movement here by one of the Texans up front. In comes the flag. From back at the 8 now after the false start. Another try at 1st and goal. Here's Stroud. And one more time, here's Kirk. 2nd and goal from the 1. Stroud to throw it. That escapes, and he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Texans continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road.
Look, we all know that sometimes we see upsets in the wild card round, but I have to tell you, in this case, I did not see that coming.
I don't think anyone in the stadium saw it coming. You and I were coming in before the game. There was a couple in front of us talking about travel plans for next weekend. They might want to cancel those.
Yeah, I would say so, because right now it's looking more and more like they're going to be one and done. They're probably trying to call the hotel and make sure they get their security deposit back.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And they are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far. And they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. Throwing now is Rodgers. They'll find Thielen working the middle. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. The tight end in motion right. To throw, it's Rodgers. Open man once again, it's Thielen. From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd down and a yard. Rodgers again now. That's complete to his tight end, Finalmouse. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 38-yard line. And they'll send the tight end in motion left. Here's Rodgers to throw. This one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. Here's Rodgers. On the right side, this is Austin with a catch. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
To throw is Rodgers. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
A gain of 26 yards. That's another Steelers.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. Throw left side complete. That's one. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal.
1-yard line.
Rodgers to throw once more. And he'll just get rid of it. This likely a must-have. 3rd and goal. Now Rodgers. And in for the Steelers touchdown. Scotty Miller. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Steelers get a bit closer. And now the Steeler offense staying out there. And they'll go for 2. Rodgers will throw for. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. Houston set to take over. They have bucked the trend so far. Sterling performance to this point. On the road, no less, in the wild card round. And they look to finish things off here in this 4th quarter. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 68 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
And in a situation like this, you're in the 2nd half with the lead, trying to get to the division round. They're going to let him do his thing on the ground, and that's a great run there to pick up the 1st down.
And he'll be tackled right on the midfield logo. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Once more with Marks. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10. At the Steelers' 48-yard line.
Up the middle they go. Jordan. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
6 yards in the wrong direction that time. Not only that, but it brings up 4th.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily, you're right, but he did there. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. Looking to put a drive together. Now it's Rodgers. He's going up top for Wilson. And this is going to fall to the ground. Incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. Targeting the out route, and he completes this to Metcalf. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll send the big tight end in motion right. Rodgers now to throw. A short one there with Freiermuth. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Valdez-Scantling in motion right. Rodgers going to throw. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it would be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup.
13 yards on the pickup. Brings up second down at the 38-yard line.
And again, it's Rodgers. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. This now a 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 6.
Now Rodgers. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans 36.
First and 10.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. To Valdez-Scantling over the middle. From the 32-yard line now, here's a 2nd down and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Throwing is Rodgers. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen.
It's a gain of 8. That's another Steelers.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. And that's a loss of 7 on the first down play.
Dylan Horton on the stop. Brought down back at the 32.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Rodgers. It's caught on the right side of Smith. 1st and 2nd down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big. Well, he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there. That brings up 4th. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
The tackle by Cole Holcomb. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on first down quickly negated.
Now that's a nice play. Got me fired up, partner. But can they do it back-to-back plays? All the training that you go through as a defense for these situations, when you have to get the ball back, everything you go through, holding up the runner, raking up the football, getting to the passer, knocking it out of his hands, whatever way, they have to get the ball back.
Now can they stand tall again for a huge fourth quarter stop? Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it could be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And that will come the offense as they take over. Now the Steelers getting set and ready for their next possession. Saying their fans here are stunned would be an understatement. Things in this wild card round have not gone according to plan. To throw is Rodgers. Throwing to start the drive. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
Third down and 10 yards to go.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. Now Rodgers got to have this one. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Jalen Petrie picks it up. And the Texans are in great shape here as they take over at the 46-yard line. Well, I guess an interception at this point on 4th down is just as bad as an incomplete pass. Either way, the ball goes over to the other side.
Yeah, it's a tough spot to be in this late in the game, and there's not a whole lot he could do there. And he winds up giving the ball away.
Houston's offense taking over again. Well, CD, this is the ideal situation in the 4th quarter. You come out here late, not much time on the clock with a comfortable lead, and put the final nail in the coffin.
Yeah, this offense, all game long, they've been powerful, they've been dangerous. You're exactly right. They can end this one on their own terms.
And the Texans are moving on as we say so long, everybody. So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say good night from Pittsburgh.